is like a ride on a freeway, dodging bullets while you're trying to find your way. Everyone's around, but no one does a damn thing. It brings me down, but I won't let them. If I seem weak, well, you'd be correct. And if I don't speak, it's 'cause I can't disconnect. But I won't be burdened by the reflection of the fire in your eyes as you're staring at the sun. Oh, 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 as you're staring at the sun. Oh, oh, as you're staring at the sun. Oh, oh, as you're staring at the sun. As you're staring at the sun. Waiting around, I didn't feel like a runaway. When I escaped, I didn't feel like I got away. It's more to living than I'm only surviving. Maybe I'm not there, but I'm still trying. Oh, you hear me? I don't think that you relate. My will is something that you can't confiscate. So forgive me, but I won't be frustrated by destruction in your eyes as you're staring at the sun. Oh, as you're staring at the sun. Oh, waiting around, I didn't feel like a runaway. When I escaped, I didn't feel like I got away. It's more to living than I'm only surviving. Maybe I'm not there, but I'm still trying. Though you hear me, I don't think that you relate. My will is something that you can't confiscate. So forgive me, but I won't be frustrated by destruction in your eyes as you're staring at the sun. As you're staring at the sun. Maybe life is like a ride on a freeway, dodging bullets while you're trying to find your way. Everyone's around, but no one does a damn thing. It brings me down, but I won't let them. If I seem weak, well, you'd be correct. And if I don't speak, it's 'cause I can't disconnect. But I won't be burned by the reflection of the fire in your eyes as you're staring at the sun. 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 As you're staring at the sun.
High Octane Racing. Good evening and welcome to the High Octane Racing Series. This is race number 5 for the West Coast Pro2 Trucks at the Lucas Oil Wild Horse Track. This race is brought to you by Death by Moose Media. Please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button so you can get more of this racing action. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Death by Moose Media or at Moose_Death. Format for today's race is going to be 40 max entries, 20 which will go straight to the feature. 20 will be for the max feature. Top 16 will go straight to the feature, and the rest will have to do a 5-lap LCQ where the last 4 slots get taken up. We're going to have for the feature a 20-lap race with 1 competition caution at lap 10. This is going to be just a quick stall up. There's no yellow that's going to go out, so it's not going to last 13 laps. It's going to last about a lap and a half, and then each card gets 1 fast repair. Today in the booth hosting is going to be me, Randall, and my buddy over here is going to co-host with me is Ty. Ty, we're doing good, and from seeing the first race, I'm excited to see this one. This one's definitely going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot harder for these guys to control the trucks just because they're going to be using Pro 2s and, you know, they only have rear-wheel drive. But it's going to be fast and close and pretty fun to watch. Oh, we just got a roll right there. So you can see where he cut in a little too close with that and clipped that barrier. Yeah, especially with these rear-wheel drives, you're going to hear the trucks are going to sound a little different around those corners. You're going to hear kind of like a goosing of the throttle as they try to make sure they realign themselves as their back end swings through. I believe so, yeah. Exactly. So on this race we have right now, let's take a look. We have some previous racers from last race. We have Andrew Sheets. We also have Christopher Hamilton. We have Kyle Gertner. We have Luke, who just came back. We have Aiden Sanders, who lied about his broken ankle. Aiden, you were getting a lot of sympathy from us, and we were perplexed on how you're racing so well. But I hope you do just as good this time, and hopefully you don't get caught sideways and rolled over. That was a tough wrap, and you definitely would have been on podium. And then we also have the return of 69, Anthony Davis. And then, yep. And I believe I forgot to mention, oh, sorry about that, Ty. I had you on mute. That's my bad.
Well, that's okay.
I was just talking to myself, guys. Don't mind me.
I'm sure
sorry.
it all sounded great, though.
Luke's last name is pronounced... I'm getting corrected on my pronunciation. All right, looks like we're going into qualifying right now. It's Canup. So K-U... Yeah, Canup.
Ah,
Can I just call him Luke Canuck? All right, let's go ahead and hop into Christopher Hamilton's car right now. Let's see what he sees. He's definitely a very consistent driver. He did not make top 3 this last race, but on every race that he's been in, he's been very good at holding his lines and keeping up with the pace of the race. So as they come down out of turn 2, they're going to hit turn 3 right here. You're going to see him. He's going to really be careful with his throttle. He's going to want to catch that inside, so he's got an easier time controlling it. He's going to flip it outside. Just listen to his throttle right there. He's really controlling it just coming around those corners.
yeah, and we were seeing a bit of a trouble on the East Coast racing. When they hit those triples, you know, they end up having to bounce a little bit more, and that's, I believe, where I do apologize the name, but the first rollout happened, and he ended up totaling his car and having
Aiden Saunders?
fall back. Yeah, Saunders. So if you notice, he's taking that turn, holding it really tight. So because the triple, it has a slightly lower
First jump.
incline.
Yeah.
Yes, and it allows, but where as you get further out,
It's really
it does
steep.
have a tendency to get a little bit bumpy.
Yeah, and it tends to really, if you've ever, been on a car that shouldn't be off-roading and you decide to go through some whoops pretty fast, that's exactly what it feels like. Your car just pitches right and left super fast, and you just hear clunking. So that if they go in there too fast or they take it too wide, they just start rocking back and forth, and it's very hard for them to keep control through there and maintain the speed.
Absolutely. And I did notice from the East Coast race, there is this slight little slight jump right after the main jump, and it does have a tendency to pop you up, and when they're getting prepped for that turn, it's been kicking your back end real hard, and I feel like some racers have been almost utilizing that to take that turn quite sharp. So it's really interesting to see that.
Yeah, that's that section right there is going to be a little bit different with those Pro 2s because they won't have the same pull.
They won't have the same grip, right?
Yeah, so you're going to see a lot of fishtailing if they decide to take it that rough.
So it seems.
No, after you.
Oh no, I was just it does look like they're really getting used to it though. They're allowing their drift to kind of take those turns. You know, whereas the all wheels, they had a lot more grip, and I feel like sometimes that's a little too much, and it has your the body roll ends up having a little bit
Yeah.
of
And if you watch
effect.
Sheets that last time when he was coming down on that second jump, he really didn't take it as fast.
Right.
All right, it looks like Sheets is done throwing on his qualifying times. Let's take a look at what we got going on.
We got some great times on the board right now too.
Yep. So let me go ahead and throw up the times. Let me take a quick look. Oh, you know, I can't throw it that way. My bad. I'll just read them off to you guys. So Andrew Sheets, we have a 37 point, yeah, pretty much 37 seconds. And then we also have Luke Canup. I'm just gonna call it Canuck. Sorry, Luke. We have Luke Canuck at he's a 37.72, and then we also have Gutner at 37.408. Hamilton didn't throw up a time. Oh, sorry, my bad. I was reading their last lap. Hamilton threw up a 37.499. These guys are all within a couple milliseconds of each other, and tenths of seconds within each other. So this is going to be a really tight race again. I think the top 5 are definitely going to be really close for at least the first 5 to 6 laps. They're going to be touching bumper to bumper unless someone gets pushed out.
Yeah, and that was playing a huge factor on the last race. They ended up, because of the spacing and because of them not driving so aggressively, just because of the intensity of this race, we did see a lot of bumping, a lot of little nicks here and there, and it's the first few laps are definitely going to tell you who's going to be riding up in the front.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
So other than that, the times that you were saying, I've noticed though it was almost about a 2, maybe a little 1 second difference. So I guess they are driving it slightly. I maybe because of the all-wheel drive gaining, they're able to gain a better hold when, you know, coming out of those turns. And obviously when you're drifting a bit, you end up losing a bit of that momentum. So
Yeah.
that would explain the slight slower times than you were having. I think I was hitting around 35, 36 versus this 37 seconds.
But one thing to note with the Pro 2s is that I've seen them actually have a little bit better acceleration than the Pro 4s, at least for the straights and for the jumps.
Well, that would probably have to do with just simply because of the drivetrain.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
only having to power 2 wheels versus 4.
Versus 4, yeah, making it a lot easier to just put power to the wheels. So in some areas we're actually going to see faster sections, but consistently, yeah, around those turns it's going to be a little bit slower, and they're going to really try and control themselves. All right, looks like we're pacing out.
And they are going to end up, the pace car is going to end up dropping off around turn 4 and allowing them to break away and start straight on the straight at the starting line.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So they're coming around turn 2 right now. And then you got the big kahuna jump. And this is that little second jump that the pace car is going to be going over that we're talking about coming into turn 3. And then we have the triplets. And right after the triplets, pace car is going to pull off, and we're going to get ready for the race.
There he goes, pulling off. They're going to take turn 4 at a normal pace, and then once they hit that straight, they're going to...
And here they go. We're live.
Off.
This is usually a heavy collision spot.
Whoa. There we go. Yep.
All right, let's see what happens here in turn 3. Yeah, see, there's a lot more control coming off that jump. Whoa.
There sure is. A couple of them. Oh, we got one.
It looks like Calhoun lost a little bit, and then, yeah, 3 guys.
A little bit. Two car pile up. Will they be able to correct and gain back? We will find out.
It looks like he's slowing down to let him in because he did push him out, so he's being nice and letting him back in on that one.
We have seen this on the last race. The just respect for each other, each driver. You know,
Yeah,
is,
really good sportsmanship out there.
great warrior spirit. You like that one?
Amazing
No.
warrior spirit. Whoa, diving a
They
little
may
deep
be
there.
battling, but they can understand.
Yeah, and you know, between these guys, they're all pretty much been racing the same leagues together, so they all know each other and they all want to see each other do really well. But they're out there to win it.
No punches pulled.
Exactly.
Oh, we got
Like a little battle going on right here.
Yep. Ryan won one. He gained him on the jump. He ended
push
up-
him out.
Oh,
Looks
but
like
then he crossed
Steelstad-
him up on. Yep.
Steelstad and Aiden going straight at it. Oh, pitching sideways. Pushing
He does a
Aiden
full
for a
180.
spin. And pulling away. Whoa, watch out there, Aiden.
Oh, tagged him. Ah, he is just not having.
Yeah, he's having a rough day.
He sure is. Oh,
I would say it's because of his ankle, but his ankle isn't injured. Ooh, coming out of that pretty hot. There we go. All right. Looks like this is where the battle's going to be. It's between Aiden and oops, hold on. Aiden and Luke right now. They're
that
going
would be a
back and
battle
forth.
for
That's going to be a battle for fourth place.
third, right? Fourth place. Okay.
Fourth place. Looks like Aiden overtook Luke.
Yep.
Oh, Luke's throwing it a little wide there. Let's see if he can gain control. He's fishtailing. All right, looks like he got to pull away. Let's go check up in the front real fast.
Aiden broke away.
Looks like Hamilton's really putting it together this time. On the Pro 4s, he's having a harder time.
Sure was. Maybe he's just used to a rear-wheel drive car versus an all-wheel.
That, you know, that could be the case.
Now that they have a decent distance, we're not going to be playing bumper cars. We're going to be able to. They're going to be able to fine-tune their lines.
Yeah, and it's going to come down to who's holding the best lines, and you know what's that's what's going to make the difference. Whoa!
Oh, we got a collision
back
on the
there.
turn 3.
Looks like we have a 3-car battle coming into turn 1 right now.
Yeah, I see that.
Looks like Keith throwing a little wide. Can he maintain? Oh, nope. Keith gets passed up. Kyle and Luke are going at it. Team Rigid.
Sure. Ooh.
Just swinging around. It's taking a little wide. Keith gets the inside on them. That should give him a little bit of speed there. Let's see if he can take over.
Now Sheets is holding a very significant lead right now. He's just absolutely dominating this course.
He is.
But,
Oh, looks like
you know,
Hamilton's lining up right behind Sheets. I'm gonna go catch that. Oh wait, never mind. Looks like
that would
Seelstad
be
overtook Hamilton.
Shieldstad and Hamilton, yeah.
Yeah.
They're neck to neck. Yeah, Sheets. Unless he has a major f up, he can maintain this line. He should be gravy.
Yeah, he really shouldn't fuck up, because if he fucks this one up, he's gonna be screwed.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you. Don't worry about it.
No, it's all right. I've got the streamer mentality in my head, and got
Well, this is my broadcasting company, so
yeah.
swear away.
So let's.
Ye sailors, come aboard.
I'm absolutely loving these jumps, though.
I know, it's great.
I would
Let's,
love to just be behind the wheel on one of these.
You know, let's go ahead and do that. Let's jump into Seelstad. Or sorry, we'll
I like the shields. Why don't we
Let's
try to
do
go for
Sheets.
Hamilton?
Oh, you wanna see Hamilton?
Hamilton that way, because them two are kind of battling it out.
Alright, we'll jump straight into his cockpit and see what he's up to.
Great.
All right, they're coming around turn 3 to the triplets right here. Oh man, I don't know how they keep their focus going over those triplets. That is some intense
Your
stuff.
emotion's sick. They're getting about 5 feet of air
Oh yeah,
in a 2-ton killing machine.
that's beautiful. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah.
Looks. Oh, looks like we still have another battle going on. I'm gonna go jump back to 6th place and 7th place.
They are
Or
neck
sorry,
to
6th
neck.
and 5th are fighting for it right now. And it looks like we're on lap 10. So once Sheets cross the finish line, we're actually gonna have our competition caution, and everyone's gonna regroup. All right, looks like we have our competition caution. Everyone's gonna be slowing down now. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back over to Sheets.
Helicopter view, or
Yeah, I'll go to our plimp. Hey Joe, how's it up in the blimp?
well, it's doing great over here. It's a little breezy, but
It's cold.
it's cold. I forgot my parka, even though we're in the desert.
Yeah, but it's the high desert. You know, it gets cold out there.
Ah, yeah, it sure does. And you know, we are nearing nighttime, and as the sun drops, you know, I digress.
All right, looks like they're all lining up on turn 2. Let's see if we can get a good angle on that. Looks like they're trying to form some sort of flock of birds in formation. This is what it looks like right now. I think they're going for the flying V. Yeah, that's definitely what they're going to go for, is the flying V on this one.
Of course, I do remember that from D1, D2, and D3, classic film.
Can we get a quack, 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 quack?
Or a,
All right, and here we go. All right, they're gonna roll about till they get to the triplets again, and they should be kicking it off once they pass through those triplets.
and going on to turn 4, correct? Awesome.
Yes. As they majestically roll over those triplets. And here we go. God, this is just a great sight. Look at them. At least 10 feet there. Just air. All over it. Oh, looks like someone threw it into the wall right there. I think
Sure
that's
did.
Aiden Saunders back there that put it into the wall.
Ah,
He's having a tough run today.
he sure is. Maybe maybe his suspension's set off a little bit. Maybe his tire pressure's off a little bit. We don't quite know the specs on these trucks. Just everyone fine tunes them slightly different, just to handle and how they drive.
Exactly.
Maybe it's just not working out for him. Maybe his technician just didn't quite take a look at it.
That is a really beautiful pass right there. They are pretty much on the same line the whole way through.
And I think that works out when they do that caution area. It allows them to gain another line and kind of follow the pack leader.
Yeah, and definitely, I guess. Oh, looks like Hamilton. Whoa, losing a little bit of control there.
He's hitting that out.
Well, at least he was able to save it, but it pretty sure that just cost him his position.
It sure did.
Oh,
You saw
looks like he's
Hamilton
gonna
pass
line
right
up
past him.
directly with Lupnik. Or no, that's yeah, Lupnik right now. Or
Oh, look.
my bad, Luke.
Could not.
Yeah.
LK.
All right, let's see if we can catch him on this jump cam. Man, I'm gonna butcher that name all day today. I'm extremely sorry, Luke. All right, looks like
got you.
Luke pulled away. Yeah, Chris is having a tough run there.
He sure is.
Let's take a wide view on this. Looks like she's coming over the jump into turn 3. Those great solid lines. He's definitely he almost looks the same from last race, to be honest.
Yeah, he was really feeling the course in the previous race, and it's obviously, you know, it should just go up from there, and it really shows right now.
Yeah.
I almost feel like just with his just it being a rear-wheel drive car, it feels like, I feel like he's been able to handle it a lot more.
Yeah. It definitely feels like he has way more control over the car.
Yeah, if you see these turns, they're not necessarily barreling out. A lot of them were, you know, almost going on two wheels when it was with the all-wheel drive, and I don't know if that was on the suspension base or if it was whoa.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry about that. Were they piled up real fast?
No, they didn't pile up, but it looked like, sorry, if the guy in the GoPro car,
that's Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton had a bit of a, he almost lost his footing.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
But he corrected, he got it perfectly.
Yeah, him and Aiden seem to be having a little bit of like a tough time out there. I've seen Aiden kind of rolling around a bit. I'm a little worried. Maybe his truck's damaged.
Yeah, these vehicles do take damage, and whether, you know, if you're hitting an embankment or if you hit, I would assume if you hit your, you know, with your suspension wise, if you hit it too hard or on one side or another, you're obviously, you know, dealing small amounts of damage to your vehicle.
Yeah. And especially with tire wear, just everything's gonna add up, and it's gonna make it a lot harder to handle. Oh, looks like we got something going on in the triplets. I think maybe Sheets messed him up a little bit. Looks like he's still holding a good lead, almost 3 seconds.
Sheets is pulling away, but I do feel like Shielstad and Sheets, they're both in it, and you know, Luke is trailing behind. But the first and second have a significant placement.
Most definitely. See, there it goes again. Aiden's not having a good time right now. You can see him on turn 1. He just spun out.
It might just be the dirt course. I do feel like maybe his I don't feel like he might have tuned or whoever tuned his truck might have, you know,
give him the wrong setup.
Possibly. If not, maybe he's just having an off day, and everyone does have an off day.
Yeah, there he is again, turn 3. Oh, looks like another one's spinning out. You know, I wonder if the track conditions are a little wet. I know last race they were saying the track was a lot wetter than they were expecting, and it was making it really tough for them to handle controlling the trucks.
You can tell just simply about the amount of dirt that they're kicking up. You know.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a drier course, it wouldn't kick up nearly as much as what we're seeing right now. And yeah, I would definitely believe it, the track being a lot more wet, and you know, a wet course means less grip. So.
All right, and we have our finish. It looks like looks like Sheets is having a little fun there.
He's doing a little bit of a victory show off, which is fine, you know. If you win, you win, right?
Exactly.
Maybe if he'll pull out a little Ricky Bobby and do his signature.
All right, so for tonight we have first place number 222 Andrew Sheets, second place Steve Seelstad in number 65 car, and my favorite Luke, number 554. All right, guys, thanks for racing tonight. Let's see if we can get some of the pole positions in here. All right, Ty, I'll go ahead and meet you in the broadcasting room.
Sounds great. I'll go and walk on over there.
All
pretty
right.
little fun race, you know.
Yeah, it was a great race for the guys in the front, and a lot of battling. It's definitely a close one. Let's go ahead and pull in third place. We'll pull in Luke. Oh, Luke is hiding from us again. Oh, there we go. He's in the waiting room. He figured it out.
Great.
Hey, Luke, this is Booth. You copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, take it away, Ty.
Hey, I thought you did a great job. Did you feel any difference between the all-wheel drive versus the rear wheel?
Oh yeah, definitely. These trucks are a handful to drive compared to the Pro4s. The Pro4s, you can easily drive them, but they take a little bit of skill. But the Pro2s just full skill, full mind focused. It's a handful, that's for sure.
You looked great off of your second race. What about you, Randall?
So I'm gonna ask something. Can you please pronounce your name for me? Because I've butchered it night and day today.
It's Luke Canup.
Canup. Okay.
Yes.
All right. My bad. But you did some great racing today, and I'm glad to see you racing out here with us. And I really hope you return for some more tracks, and keep it up. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
The whole Rigid crew, for bringing me onto the team for this weekend or this race. And then you guys for announcing and live streaming, and then Keith for hosting this cool event.
Awesome, man. And it was really fun to watch you and your buddy Kyle there go back and forth.
Yeah, that was definitely fun at the start of the race, and then it looked like he got caught up in a little bit of wrecks towards the end of the race.
Yeah.
And I just waited and let everyone else do their thing, and I just waited and played my cards at the right time.
Yeah, you did a really good job, man.
Thank you.
Got the podium again.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You have a
You
great
too.
night.
All right.
Hey, Steve, this is Booth. Copy?
Yeah, hey, how's it going there?
Hey, man, you had a really good race today.
Oh, thank you.
You're battling out with with Sheets in the beginning was really fun to watch, and just really solid driving the whole way through. I was hoping you'd actually kind of bridge that 2-second gap between you and Sheets, but it just looked like his lines were really good, and yours were good too, but the consistency, maybe you didn't really get to the consistency more towards the end of the race that he had, but in the beginning it was a little tough, but it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, that was a fun race. Yeah, he just outdid me a little bit there. I got to him a couple times, but really couldn't do anything with it. So he just ended up kind of pulling away from me little by little. But yeah, that was a fun race.
Yeah, either way, you did a great job. I mean, the third place, I think you had an 8-second lead from third. So both you and Sheets were just absolutely pulling away from the rest of the group.
Yeah, you guys were rocking it out there.
Yeah, lots of practice and working on the setup and all that good stuff. So
Well, we can see, man.
I guess
It's
it's paid off.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank for your race today?
Yeah, White Knuckle Racing. I got Spectrix on the truck. Say what's up to my dad. He always watches these.
Awesome.
Thank Keith for putting it on, and you guys for broadcasting.
No problem, man. We enjoy it. It's a blast to watch you guys drive.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of fun being out there. Hopefully we'll see you in public lobby or something here one of these days.
I needed a little more practice on those trucks. I've tried it, and I looked like Aiden today. I'd be throwing donuts out there. It'd be rough for me.
10-4.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming out tonight, and I hope you have a good night.
Yeah, thanks you guys too.
You have a great night.
Hey, Sheets, it's Booth. You copy?
Yep.
Dude, again, first place.
Yeah, man.
So do you have like a rabbit's foot with you? What's going on? Why are you so fast?
I don't know, man.
The lucky dice hanging off the rear view mirror.
This giant fuzzy dice.
I don't know, man. I just had the truck dialed in. I will say one thing. I feel like that helps if you come down nose first on that ramp, that big ramp off to the hairpin.
Yeah, I was seeing that.
I feel like you get a lot better drive down it, and also the gear ratio had a big thing to do with it. Like I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of guys are out there just spinning tires.
We were remarking on the oversteer on that, and whether how people were having their gear ratio set, and suspension wise, and the the rear wheel versus the all wheel.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
it's they're
sorry.
definitely a whole different. They're definitely a whole different roller coaster.
Now it looked like to me that you were actually getting even better lines with the rear wheel drive cars versus the all wheel on the East Coast. Did you feel like that, or?
Well, I'm not sure. I think the Pro 2s really test your throttle control way more than the Pro 4s. I think takes a lot more throttle control and
Absolutely.
feathering and stuff like that in the Pro 2s than the Pro 4s. But I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
I really think with those Pro 2s, you're actually like Ty said, you're doing a lot better like line wise. It looks like you had a little more knowledge about the track, and
Yeah.
you're putting your
Well,
truck in a
smoother
better
transitions going from straightaways to turns.
exactly. And which
Yeah.
is kind of different or kind of weird because you'd assume that with the Pro 4s you'd actually have you'd be able to line up your truck a
Yeah.
lot better.
Yeah. Well, it's really honestly, I think it's a lot of gear shifting time and throttle control. Really, I feel like a lot of times when I first started, it felt like you weren't pushing enough, but you're actually pushing way too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
Stuff
hear
like
it from
that.
the man, guys.
All right.
Watch your pedal, bro.
Yeah, watch your pedal.
I think that's the key to it.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
spinning those tires.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The Pro 2s, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
thanks for coming out. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
I don't know, man.
Sorry about the helicopters in the back, guys. It looks like they're flying right over my house today. Well, thanks for coming out, and we'll see you
Alright,
next
man.
time, man. Keep
Yeah, it
throwing
was
up the good
fun.
times.
I will say I can't run road for the crap for a crap, but I can run dirt.
You're still doing pretty well on the road runs too.
Yeah, that was actually like my second ever on a road ever with anything on the series. So,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
yeah, I sort of joined for dirt and dirt only. So
Well, you have to be a very talented.
Versatile.
Yeah, very versatile on this series. We're gonna do both.
yeah,
Dirt and
I
road.
definitely got to work on my road skills. But
All
yeah,
right, man. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
all right, good. Have a good night.
You too.
You too, man.
Oh, looks like I was gonna try and pull an Aiden, but it looks like he popped out.
I could maybe see why he would. It seemed like he was having a frustrating time on the track today,
Yeah,
both on East and West.
I was just a little curious about what was causing him so much trouble. Maybe it was
going
just
on in his head.
yeah, maybe he was just having a little trouble with his throttle control, and that's really was the key as throttle control in this one, and he just went a little too heavy on the pedal.
Yeah, and obviously there's a certain amount of what should I say, like hastiness or fire underneath you when you're falling back. So you wanna try to catch up. You want to gas. You want to end up putting on the gas, but ultimately keeping a cool and calm head, like Sheets was saying, and understanding the your throttle control. I think that might have got to his head as well, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll never know unless we ask him. All right, let's call it for tonight. I hope everyone has a good night. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you guys next week, Wednesday.
I'll see you on the next one, Randall.
You got it. Later, Ty.
See ya.